What's up, guys? Today I will be cracking no vegan or grass eating joke on Bam Bam. You know, I'm not doing none of that today. You okay with that?
Yeah, bro.
Okay. So you want
Thank you.
you want to switch with me?
All right, let's do it.
All right, man.
So, guys, nothing about fitness today. Just gonna go straight into it about what's going on right now, and basically with all this madness going on, guys. Few questions I gotta ask, right? What I'm gonna say right now is, wait for that to pass. What the hell have we been doing all this time? What have we been doing before this whole madness happened again? What have we been doing for our community? You know, and I'm talking to black people. What have we been doing for our community? You know, what have we been doing to what? How have we been even more conscious about like things like this happening? You know, it's like the shit happens. We go crazy. We get mad. We do things off of anger. We take actions off of anger, and then shit gets back to normal, and everybody's doing whatever they're doing a lot of dumb stuff too, like blacks killing blacks. Everything is just back to normal, and then something happens again, and then we take action with our emotion. With our emotion, literally, we get angry. We take action with our emotion, and it's the same shit that keeps happening and keep repeating itself. What have we been doing to level up? What
I
have we been
mean,
doing?
I saw somebody said, black people only care about black lives whenever a cop do something."
Hmm.
I mean, I seen that out there, but again, a lot of crazy shit is going on out there right now.
Hmm.
So you're right about what have we been doing. So we'll have to see them questions start coming in
Yeah.
soon.
You guys can ask questions, and please, it must be related to the subject. Read the title before you ask questions, guys. Right now, I can't. Of course, when I go live again, maybe tomorrow or another day, I can answer fitness questions, but this is dedicated to the topic. This is dedicated to the topic. And no, you don't have to be black to ask questions. This is a platform to educate blacks and non-blacks about what's going on. If like the fact that some people feel like all lives really matter in this kind of situation, like, no, it's not just black lives, all lives matter. It just means, like, some people are not educated about the matter. It's not their fault.
Right now is about black lives. All life matters, yes,
Yeah.
but right now is about what's going on in the black lives. I mean, everyone have race issues. There's no such like in the like today's world. Everything's about race, and really and truly, I was telling Bam earlier, it's only one race. It's human race, and then we just separate ourselves when it comes to the whole black, white, like, because at the end of the day, like even in the black community, Bam is black and I'm light skinned,
Uh-huh.
and that's a big thing. Oh,
Uh-huh.
he's light skinned and you're not better than me.
Exactly. And,
So it's like little shit like that.
and
People
now,
try to like separate each other. Oh, he's light skinned or he's black.
yeah, and that's getting back to what I was saying. What the hell have we been doing for years for our community? I remember when I first came back from Africa, coming to a elementary school in America, and I can't forget this, man. I can't forget this. Like, I was always made fun of, and the what I always used to hear a lot from blacks, not whites, from blacks, African booty scratcher, African booty
Oh yeah,
scratcher,
you told me about
African
that.
booty scratcher. This is blacks disrespecting me as an African. So it's like, what have we been doing for our community? What have we really been doing for our community? It's like we always take action the dumb way. I'm really not trying to, like, I'm not trying to downgrade blacks. I'm not trying to downgrade anybody. But what have we been doing for our community? It's like we take action when the shit it's already like so out of hand, out of control. That's when we want to take action. And when we do take action, we take action with emotion, and we do the wrong things. Like, now people are what's it called, looting,
Yeah,
riots are going on.
I just seen that, and you mentioned it. Someone just put that in their earlier you said it, the bricks.
Uh-huh.
The bricks showing up in front of
Yeah.
places.
The bricks showing up in front of places. It's all a setup,
That's
guys.
a setup right there.
It's all a setup. Like, we're literally, what we don't understand is,
It's basically how the government got drugs and guns into certain areas, right? They'll drop a bag of guns, and lately Bam said he saw it on the news, like bricks is just showing up at different places, and someone just put that in there. So that too is a way to start stuff up. The riots, okay, I understand you want to protest. Cool, it's great to protest. Protest, yes. The only issues I have is the breaking into places. Breaking into places. If you're gonna break into a place, make sure it's a corporate. You know that they're gonna get it back anyways. But if you're breaking into small businesses, especially right now, it's like black businesses been destroyed and whatnot. That's an issue because you're actually destroying your own community. But then again, if you watch majority of it, because Mike said it too, majority of it is right now you see white people doing it a lot, breaking into places. Yes, there's a few black people doing it, but that's not part of protesting at all.
Exactly.
That's
They
just
don't give a fuck about
they're
the
just
movement.
doing, and there's about 25% people really care, I would say, and the rest 75% is breaking in and robbing. That's just because they just want free stuff. That's basically what it is. If you're gonna protest, protest for the cause.
exactly.
Don't be doing the whole going and breaking in and stay. I seen people on Facebook talking about, yo, if you're gonna break and get me a TV, get me a camera. I need this, I need
See?
that. It's like,
You see?
okay.
And you know what happens? It defeats the purpose. It always defeats the purpose. You know, there's what you guys don't understand is the media always push an image for us black people. An image is always pushed for us black people. So now people are forgetting, everybody's forgetting about what happened to George Floyd. Now it's more about, oh, this riot it's crazy out there. All this madness going on. People are more focused on that than the life that got taken away. So that's what you guys don't understand. It's all a setup. You can't fight a system that's meant to bring us down. These people are organized. These people are freaking organized. I'm sorry to say, but they are way more organized than black people. Way more. You can't go and fight a battle that's very structured and organized already. That's prepared, well prepared. We're never prepared. We are never prepared. We work off our emotions. We see the videos, we see black people getting killed, and we get angry, we get emotional.
Now, that's understandable.
It's understandable, but you can't react off of your emotions. It's about the solution. Like, how can this stop? It's not about your emotions. You gotta put your emotions to the side. It's not about your emotions. You can feel as sad. You can cry all day. You can get angry all day. You can break you can break houses. It's about how can we stop this? How can we stop this for real? Why can't we come together without this madness going on before it? Why didn't we come together like, yo, how can we prevent? It's been happening for years. Why can't we come together? Why is it that it has to get to a certain point, then we come together, and when we come together, we're working off our emotions, man. It's just, oh yeah, we're mad. We're gonna break down it. No. Listen, man, y'all can do whatever y'all want. That man is probably still gonna get third degree, and that's it.
I think they push it on second now.
Second?
I don't know. I could be wrong.
It's crazy that the one time I actually see people get together without not a race being an issue is in the gym, and when people work out. That's the only time I'm going to talk about the gym or any type of
That is true.
calisthenics.
That's true.
When it comes to that type of stuff, it's the one time I don't see racism is in the gym.
Yep.
And when people work out outside together,
Yep.
it's like everyone is there for the
Yep.
same thing. I've always say that for years. I never seen it once in the gym. You got black people, white people, Asian. All of us is in the gym doing what we love. Now, one time I see racism in the gym. Maybe once.
Some people are saying, somebody said, not black, not white, only human.
Yeah, it's that's the only race. You know, that's the only race I always
Yep.
tell people. And the whole thing is to divide you and everything. It's basically to distract you. Race is
Exactly.
like a distraction for people.
Exactly.
And it's funny how Corona just up and vanished.
Yeah. And what we don't like, I get it, but the way we act is like we want people to feel sorry for us.
That's the next thing.
And that's what I really hate the most. Stop trying to make it look. We need to be powerful. We need to walk up in this bitch with power. We need to
Start
get
buying
yeah.
stuff.
We need to own these fucking properties. Let's talk about that. We need to own all this shit. It's about the power.
That's you're gonna hurt them.
Yeah, that's the only way. That's the only way. You know, if we're known for owning properties, for making big movements, I don't think a cop would want to shoot us. I don't think so.
No, it's not just that. Like think about like this, right? Who gets to say so for cops? Politicians, right?
Politicians.
Who put politicians in place? Rich people that are able to fund their campaign. So when a rich person needs something done, right? They have these politician personal numbers to call them and make change. So when you live in the hood, you're like a nobody to them. So they're gonna treat you how you want because they could like get away with all that. So if you start building equity and owning your own shit, then it's like you able to contribute and put the right people in place in politicians, and then they can make the say so for cops. Like you can't do like violence don't do shit, bro. If you look at history, that shit just keep repeating itself. That could have a riot and protest today, shit gonna calm down. Then next year the same shit gonna happen again. And next year the same shit gonna happen again. And next year the same shit gonna happen again. So if you realize that shit ain't working, you gotta take a step back. Like, alright, what can you do different to make a change? If you keep doing the same result's gonna happen. I mean, that's just my opinion.
I mean, he couldn't have said it better. He couldn't have said it better. It's like
this is history repeating itself.
Yeah.
This shit already happened. This shit ain't new. This shit already happened. Like look in history book. Riots already happened. Protests already happened. There's a new protest every 6 months, bro. I swear to God. And then a new person gets shot. And there's a protest for that person. Then another person gets shot. And a protest for that person.
And it just
that
dies
shit,
down.
history just repeats itself, bro. You can get mad over what I'm saying, but it's true.
That's facts.
That same shit gonna happen next year too. Watch, it's gonna get calmed down. People gonna stop caring, and they gonna start following the shade room and other bullshit, and then someone gonna die, and everybody's gonna focus on that again. Same shit happens.
It's true.
I know
it's
motherfuckers
true.
gonna get tight for me saying that, but it's facts.
That's
bro.
true.
It's history repeats itself. This same shit happens every year, bro. So if you realize that shit ain't working, it's like, alright, so what can you do instead of like doing the same shit you do in the past? Like make it different for the future.
Nah, you're right.
Now, I know motherfuckers gonna get tight with me saying that, but I don't really care. It's true.
Nah, motherfuckers is actually agreeing with you.
All I hear is that, yo, we gotta keep destroying. Bro, how does destroy, like, you don't hear that when people be like, oh, they could buy back this shit. How does that make sense? How does a white racist cop gonna look at that like, all right, he just destroyed that? Is that gonna make me like stop hating black people or stop shooting black people? Nah, like they don't care that you looting the place, bro. That shit got nothing to do with them.
That's
You're just giving them overtime, bro. Like that shit don't make no sense. How's that affecting anything?
Yeah.
Think about, put yourself. Let's say you was a white cop. You see all the shit that everybody's doing. As a racist white cop, what in your mind gonna say that? Oh, that's like I'm gonna stop hating black people. Like you just gonna laugh at that shit. Like yo, these dummies are destroying their own community. Like ha ha, we winning. Like think about it like that, bro. Put yourself in their shoes.
That's basically what
Put
it
yourself
is.
as a racist white cop.
Yo, you just gotta buy your shit, man. Like start owning shit in your community.
Exactly.
You know? Start buying shit.
Yes.
Starting a business.
Yeah, and I don't see any black person that has power saying that. And this is where it comes back to like, there's a few black people, not even a few. There's a lot of black people with power, you know, that have power. Like they when I say power, they own properties, but they don't push that to the black community. Like, yo, you guys need to own properties. You guys need to do this. You guys need to do that. Nobody's doing that. Nobody's doing that. But you know, I see celebrities all the time on Instagram right now, going protesting and shit. I'm like, yo, where were you before this though? Especially dudes that rap. I'm sorry, but let's get straight to the point right now. Like, what's the cultural music of an African American? Rap music, disrespecting black women,
That's one.
talking about gang, black on black crime, basically talking about gang and shit. That's the cultural music of
And the funny thing is,
of an African American.
Gangs was initially made to protect your community. gangs today, the new generation, they just gang bang, flag, but they don't talk about. They don't even know what the history of the gang. Basically, Bloods and Crips was made to protect. Bloods and Crips was made to protect the community. That's how the gang actually started. Today, everyone just killing each other
Yeah.
over color,
Yeah.
or if you're making money in the gang.
The
That's
music
about it.
sends the wrong message, and that's the problem. And it's and who own all this music industries, man? Who own them?
The same
Why are we not awakened? Like, why can't we just be awakened? You know, like, why
We
can't
know who signs those checks.
Yeah. You know, we stay dumb, then something happens, and we're still dumb. I don't care. Like, out of 100% of people that protest, I'm guaranteed 95% of those people are dumb. I'm sorry, because it's like they're the same people that listen to these kind of music. They push these kind of music.
Nah, I'm
It's
not
a-
a hypocrite. I do listen to music.
Yeah.
I can't be a hypocrite. on
Yeah,
that.
but and that's I listen to it too, and you know and that's the thing is like when it's just there, it's playing in your ears. You see the guy just drove past playing some type of rap music. It's in your ears all the time. It's the system, guys. So it's like, yo, can we trick the system? Can we trick the system
Let's start
against
answering
it?
some of these questions.
All right, we'll answer some questions, please.
It's okay to listen, but don't talk to it to the head. That's crazy. He's spitting. You are what you feed your mind and soul. Actually,
Yeah.
that is true.
That is true. That is true. And it's like, even now, I see people are listening to like Childish Gambino. I think
Celebrities Celebrities just want to be on the winning side. We were there before.
Yeah. And celebrities know this shit is happening, man. They know what's going on
Yo,
before
you know the
this.
funny part too? A lot of these companies, they use Black Lives Matter for a check, bro.
Huh?
They use Black Lives Matter for a check. Like you gotta think about it like this, bro. Think about like all the movies industry, for example, like Black Panther. Remember when that shit came out?
Yeah.
Why you think they allowed a movie like that to be out? You think because they really care, like, we're gonna allow like a black person? Like, bro, if it was 30 years ago, they would never have made that shit, bro. It's all about money, bro. A lot
Yeah.
of these celebrities, they post this shit and shit like that, but they don't give a fuck, bro.
They don't
It's all
care.
for a check, bro.
That's basically what it is.
Yes. And you know, and that's where you know, that's what I'm talking about with power. You know, even at even a black person at his highest standard, like probably a millionaire, is still a weak motherfucker. Cause guess what? He's just doing it for a check. You know.
Tic
He's not-
Tac took down the Black Lives Matter hashtag.
You see that? YouTube might take this shit down too. Who the fuck knows, man? Who knows? YouTube might take this down.
Gangs in
Hopefully
Chicago
they
are
don't.
protesting their neighborhoods from looters. That's fucking good. They're protecting the
That
neighborhoods.
is good, bro.
That's good. That's good. But listen, guys, let's get back to it. That's good, but it's like let's really get back to the matter. Like once this stops, once this is over, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Like, what are we really gonna do for our community? You know, we had the coronavirus.
That's like
Yeah.
It's funny how they put a curfew on you right now.
Yeah.
You just came off for like a whole 2-3 months
Yeah.
of just being in the house, and then they put a curfew on you, which some places are 6, some places are 8. New York just dropped from 11 to 8 p.m. So Corona right now is like, you're gonna wait 2 weeks to see who have it, but I don't think any crazy numbers is gonna shoot up in the 2 weeks.
My whole thing is we're home right now. We're home. We have nothing to do. I think the problem was we had a lot of stuff like especially an average African American. He's going to work. He's working a 9 to 5 basically. All his day is basically being taken away from him. And when he goes to sleep, he sleeps for 8 hours. He sleeps to go back to a 9 to 5. So you're sleeping, you're eating, you're doing everything to go back to a 9 to 5.
Someone's
And-
like, we need to buy your house. We see that for sale sign.
Oh, shit.
Actually, it's not even
number?
vacant no more.
We owning this shit, man. But yeah, like I was saying, like you work, you basically live your life for a job that's probably most likely owned by a white person. But I'm not even gonna get to that. But we don't have the time to to basically feed ourselves some knowledge about what's going on. So it's like we don't have the time. We're always occupied and busy. But now that we actually had the time, can we feed ourselves some knowledge? Like, can we actually think now? Like, yo, man, once this is over, what can we do? Like,
Yo, broski, start passing those packages.
my question is, how do you spawn? How do you spawn? How do you spawn God? What? Do you think police are necessary?
So, it's not that police is not necessary.
It's necessary,
It's
man.
necessary, but there's a lot of countries that there's police and they don't even use their gun. You know, America is like, these guys reach for the guns right away, bro. And there's other countries when people have guns and they won't even pull a gun right away. They'll pull out a taser. They'll pull out the what do you call it, the stuff to beat them with.
Exactly. So, police is necessary.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's necessary.
It's
but
necessary.
Look
for
how
sure.
long it takes long for a lawyer to become a lawyer, but a cop's become like a cop in like 6 months.
Yeah,
I think they need to be trained more.
they
That's
need to
the-
be
that's the
trained.
issue.
They need to learn how to meditate. Cause I'm honestly, man, being a cop is a hard job. You know,
But
let's
they
not
sign up for
discredit.
that. They
Yeah.
sign. You know what you're getting yourself into. You sign up for that job. It's like, who said it right? I think Chris Rock said it right. I'll come back to that, but go ahead.
Yeah, it's like it's a hard job, man. Think about it. You got to go out there. You got to deal with people that
You
that
sign up for
commit
that.
crimes.
You sign up for that,
yeah.
bro. It's not like Chris Rock said it best. American airline can't be like, they'd be like, there's only a few bad apples. He said, no, American airline can't be like, yeah, we have good pilots, but we have a few that don't want to land. It's basically saying all cops, are not bad, but you sign up for that
Yeah.
job, bro.
And we also got to realize, people got to realize like there is sick people out there. There's sick people out there, and the way you react to a sick person, like just think about it, right? If somebody had diabetes right now, right? They have diabetes, right? Would it be right to like say, well, this person has diabetes, let's kick his ass, let's throw a lot of shit on him, let's throw water bottles at him, let's go fight all these people that have diabetes? Does that make any sense? It's like we gotta understand that people are mentally sick out there, and there's no difference between being mentally sick and being physically sick. It's the same thing. People are mentally freaking fucking sick out there. The guy that did what he did to George Floyd, he's a mentally sick dude. It has nothing to do with him being the police. Now what's wrong with the police department is, how the hell do you actually end up having a mentally sick dude in that department? Like, what are y'all doing? Are y'all testing these people before you hire them? What are y'all doing? It's like, how do you have that much mentally sick people in that office? Yeah, it's a mentality. It's a mentality, man. Racism is a mentality.
Yeah, it is.
It's also thought. I'm not gonna lie. It's also thought. Something that his father probably thought to him, like, hey man, you see somebody of that color, stay the fuck away from him. Separate, blah blah. It's also a thought, but it's a mental thing. It's mental. So, we gotta know like how to handle these
Man,
things.
have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow.
And getting angry is also a mental thing. Like that's why that kind of mental disease spreads. It really
Teach it to
spreads.
their kids.
It spreads, and when I mean it spreads, like it's contagious. Like black people become racist too. Black people start hating whites too.
No, yeah, black people hate on our. Oh, we hate
ourselves,
bro. We hate on each other so bad, bro. It's like, I'm not gonna say who, but I remember the incident when I toyed with the guy.
Yeah.
Because Bam started YouTube, and that's actually hating. Bam started YouTube. He started recording guys like, oh, all he does is record. He doesn't work out. Like we hate on each other a lot. It's jealous, envy. Yes, we have that, but we need to cut that out. We need to start loving each other more. It's like, I do it with some of my friends. I'll be like, yo, I love you, man. And I do it with a lot of my brothers. Doesn't mean it's gay. It's just showing each other respect and love. You could be like, yo, I respect you. I love you, bro. Take care of yourself. Be safe.
Yes.
We just need to start being more loving to each other.
Yes,
Again,
more loving.
everyone have ego. Everyone have issues in their community and their race.
Yo.
But we just need to start being
Yo.
more loving and caring to each other.
Man, and that's a fact, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. That, like, what he said is literally the key. It's the solution. I think that has to be like at least 60% of the solution. You know, like, I'll get back to it. Like, when I was, like I said, when I came from Africa to America when I was a young kid, you know, it's like I couldn't even stand too close to another black guy. You know, it's like, yo, you're too close, bro. Are you gay? Like, that's exactly how they react. Like, I'm from a country where, like, two guys, no homos, like, two guys just hold hands. It's not like, oh, it's not a gay thing, but it's like, yo, it's like, we have
That's
that
how
much,
it is.
yeah, we
That's-
have that much love for each other.
And that's in your community too.
Yeah.
That's just how your people is in your village.
Exactly.
Because I met people and I can't remember where they're from. It's like they'll do the whole, you know, kiss on the cheek. I remember the first time I was like, what the fuck? It was just weird. But in their culture, that's how they greet each other. It have nothing to do with gay, or it's just respecting each
Just
other.
exactly. And, you know, they took that away from us, man. Like, this country took that away from
Yeah,
us.
we
We come from different countries and we forget our culture. We forget even our cultural dish. Like, what's the cultural dish of an African American? Like, for real, like, what is the cultural dish? Like, McDonald's, Burger King.
Facts.
You know, it's like we forget where we're from, and that's the problem. Like, we forget all of that, and we adjust to this system that's made to bring us down.
What is your cultural dish
My cultural dish, man,
in Africa? In your village?
in my village, we eat fufu, we eat freaking...
See, in my country, in Guyana, but I'm from a tribe too.
Yeah.
I could go with traditionally on Christmas, if you want to call it Christmas, if you celebrate, I say Xmas.
Mhm.
But it's pepper pot. There's a
Mhm.
whole bunch of different meat thrown in a pot.
Yeah.
That's a Guyanese dish.
and you know-
chow mein. You
yeah.
know. In my village, where I'm from, it's called something called farine. It's made of cassava.
Yo,
And
that's why I
That's
always tell
basically
you
it.
guys, like, I'm plant-based diet. You know, I really can't say vegan because that is disrespectful to, like, you know, my cultural dish. You get what I'm saying? Like, I came here, like, I'm not saying this changing me, but it's just like the way we eat out here.
yeah, it's different.
Yeah, it's different. You know, that's why I changed it. But if I was in Nigeria, I would not be I would not be on a plant-based diet. And I'm just keeping it real, because my cultural dish is made from my genetics. It's made for me to survive, to be healthy. My real cultural dish, you know. Not the shit out here in America, man. Not that. The cultural dish out here for African Americans is made to destroy us, literally.
Bro, that macaroni and cheese?
Is made to destroy us.
That's the cultural dish in the black community. Macaroni and cheese.
Yep. Pizza. It's like we look at all these things. The cultural music is made by blacks, which is made by blacks, made to destroy blacks. Cultural dish too. Made to give us diabetes, obesity, put us in the fucking hospital. We can go forever. It's like we're never woke, and it's like we're just walking out there.
And those who claim they're woke too on Instagram and YouTube, they have some type of hate towards the next race. Yes, they're all about black lives, but then when they talk about other races, it's like they try to make all race look bad.
Yeah.
You know, there's not. I tell people, I have a lot of friends. You have a lot of friends, different
Yeah.
race. It's just those certain ones. Even in my country, I didn't have racism. We only have racism once a year, and that's election.
Mm-hmm.
Every time there's about to be a president, that's when a race go against each other. Other than that, I didn't know nothing about racism until I came to America. That's when I realized how much racism really is in America. And the funny thing is that I'm light skinned. And that's what it goes back to the whole black talking with each other about light skin. When I was young, bro, I didn't grow up my hair. Right now it's a mess because the whole shutdown.
Yeah.
But I
quarantine.
couldn't grow out my hair like this when I first came to America to get a job. Why? Because the Jewish people will not hire me. Why? Because I'm black. Mind you, when I cut everything off, they think I'm Hispanic. They always think I'm Dominican, and I get a job.
You said, where are you from?
I get this job like that. Oh, I'm from Guyana. From Guyana, but I'm from a village called Latem.
I'm going to read a few questions. I'm a musician, and rap can be used for more positive platform, but
Yes, it can.
don't use it in that way. Exactly.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with rap. You just gotta know what you're listening to.
Yeah.
I love rap music.
Listen,
I love it.
This is my whole point. I'm pretty sure, I don't know much about the rap history, but I'm pretty sure when it started, it wasn't for what it is now. It wasn't about what it is now.
It's completely crazy today than how it
Yeah,
used to be back then.
exactly. It wasn't. So one of the problem is that people got hurt in childhood and are taught empathy, love, and later they give what they know, angry to other people. And that's what I'm talking about, man. It starts, like right now, to be honest with you guys, you can protest all year. That's not gonna do nothing about it. We gotta change the next generation coming
Those
up.
guys are still in power.
Yeah.
And thank you for mentioning the next generation. And that's where I think key thing is how racism I think could end. It's always the next generation, because even today with the newer generation, there's not the younger generation in my school growing up in high school is like they started mix with each other.
Yeah.
I remember when I first joined high school, blacks is over here, Asians over here, Spanish is over here. At the end of the year, bro, I realized like everyone start fucking with each other. They start talking to each other. They start learning about each other, and it's like anime. Everyone watch anime. You'd be shocked when a black guy start talking about anime, but it's because that's how culture I think is gonna change for the generation. For those that you see as very racist and whatnot, it's just the way they grew up and they hear their parents talk, and that's what I said. There's not a problem being Republican. There's nothing wrong with being a Republican. It's just the racist view you could have being a Republican. That's the issue. There's nothing wrong with being Republican. I'm not, but I'm just saying, if I'm a billionaire, of course I'm going to want to be a Republican. But I'm just saying, Republican and Democrats just basically rich versus poor. That's basically what it is.
And listen, man, I'm not with that whole feel sorry for me. I'm not with that whole, I want food stamps. I want Section 8. I'm not with that. I'm sorry, guys, but I am not with that at all. I am not with that at all. We got to stop letting people feel sorry for us, man. We gotta stop letting people. That's the problem. We keep wanting people to feel fucking sorry for us. Take action. What are you gonna do for your community today? What are you gonna do for your family today? Stop letting people feel sorry for you. Stop fucking depending on the system. The system is made for us to be down. It's made for us to fall.
If someone says, racism been for 500 years, will it take 500 years to vanish? Bro. That's a good question.
Listen, man. History will always repeat itself.
Racism, when it comes to the end, I might not even see it. My grandkids might not see it. But I think one day it will be less than what it is today. Yes, racism has been going on for years, but all of us need to understand it's only about 50, 60 years since black people started having rights. It's kind of sound fucked up, but a dog have more rights than us.
Yeah.
Gays got their rights, like, it took a couple years and they got it. They got more rights than us.
Listen,
I'm just saying, will it take 500 years? Maybe, maybe not. But the new generation, is slowly getting to see, like, certain stuff is just bad.
Yeah.
There's white people protesting right now, for us, which is fine. But you just need to understand that there's people out there, paid people to go destroy stuff to make it look like if it's us.
Yep.
Someone said earlier, those bricks is popping up. Why? It's paid. Government is putting it there for a reason. I hope, like I said, my kids might not see, if I do have kids, they might not see the end of it. My grandkids might not. But later on, generations from now, it might lessen than what it is.
And we always talk about it, like how whites have more privilege and all that. I get that. And I get that. I totally understand that. But I really want us to really fight this thing. Like, I really want us to like be really strong mentally, because like I said, the system is hard. The system is hard. It's very hard. I'm not gonna lie, it's very hard. But what can we do? Like, what can we do? Can we break through this?
Let's basically help each other.
Yeah.
And you do it a lot.
Yeah.
You have a YouTube platform. before the whole YouTube, before you get all the subscribers, you're always trying to help a next person out. Doesn't matter their race, you're always helping them. Whatever they doing, yo, I could promote that for you. Yo, basically that's how it is. I think that's how it could break for
Yeah.
us. Start helping each other. Yes, for some reason, whenever us black people do something, guess what? It's a little bit more expensive than when another culture do it. I don't know why. If you're trying to make quick money, I understand, but that's not how you're gonna do it. If you're gonna open a deli or a store, you know, you have a next culture doing it, try to match the price. Don't try to beat your own people in the head just so you're trying to make fast money.
Exactly.
Like, you know how it, like, we know how business works. We see a community, a grocery store open, they selling the water for $1. Yeah, a black community open, they want to sell the water for $2. Like, try to understand that, yes, you're going to make money, but you're trying to do it in a way where everyone is satisfied. If you're going to open a business, make it right for everyone.
Oh man, we got somebody putting a race card. All lives matter.
It's fine. All lives do matter.
Yes, you could,
It's just
please.
that black people matters right now.
Yep.
That's basically what it is.
And
All
I'm not
lives
gonna
matter.
pull no hate on top of that. I'm not, cause that's not me. And that's the whole thing. It's like, yo, don't allow what the media is showing you. Somebody DM'd me 2 days ago, like, you need to be posting more videos of our kings getting killed instead of videos of yourself. And I'm like, yo, if y'all don't understand that, an average black person, right, watches that and they get angry, they get emotional.
Yeah, I get angry if I see that. That's why I
Yeah.
didn't watch the video, because I
Yeah.
know how it would feel. But then you're going to react off of your emotions.
And there's no justice out of that. There's really no fucking justice out of that, guys. Like, yo, we need to put the emotions aside and do what we gotta do, like, for real. You know? Like, if you really care, like, or if you're just going out there to do what you want to do, then that's cool. But if you really care about what's going on, let's really come together. Let's come together. Let's stop hating on each other. Let's stop the violence against each other. We hear it in our music. We hear it in our music. We call ourselves the N-word, and then we talk about killing ourselves. We talk about shitting on ourselves. We're talking about how we're fresher than the other one. We talk
It's
about
funny that you mentioned that. We do call
how-
ourselves nigga a
Yeah.
lot. We do say the N-word a
Yeah.
lot. But that's the thing, is like, yes, the word, when it started, it kind of changed in a way, but still it's bad calling yourself that. That's like bitch.
yeah.
I know people that I'm girls, I'm the baddest bitch, I'm this. But yet,
Yeah.
if a guy call her a bitch in her front of face, she'll go crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I always call my girl a queen. I always say queen. She's a queen and my queen. I never once, you know, her friends be like, oh, she's a bad bitch. I would never call her a bitch. And I told her that I would never call you that. Even if it's some joke shit, I would never do it. You know, I always say my queen. I never disrespect her in no type of way. It's just the way you talk to each other. All that, it goes into your brain. It's subconscious. You take all that in.
Yeah. And listen, man.
And it's not even about, as someone talk about, you know, yes, there's people out there, white people that's poor, just like black people. That's why I said it's not, don't make it a race thing. There's black people, there's white people in the same situations as black people. If you watch South Africa, it's white people, broke white people, if you want to put it that way. But they would never, the media would never show that on TV. You know, there's a lot of places when you go, it's a lot of white people that's broke, but they won't show that on TV.
Exactly.
In Africa, when you look at Africa's on TV, guess what? They show the poor parts, but they never show the beautiful part of Africa. And there's a lot of beautiful parts in Africa.
And that's what they feed to black people out here. Like I told you, when I came out here as a kid, people were calling me an African booty scratcher. I think I saw a good question. He was talking about, how do you feel about the N-word? I'm from the hood and white, but me and all my people call each other by
The N-word, which is fine.
I don't use
Use it
I don't
anymore.
Use it anymore. He said he's white.
Yeah, he's white.
See? I mean, just know your history, man. Know the history, bro. And honestly, you are white, so, you know, I'm not trying to sound messed up, but it's like, you really can't, like, I support I appreciate every white person
Actually,
that's helping.
I'm actually going to go with him on that, because it's like, it's not even a race thing no more when it comes to the N-word, because white people use it with each other as friends. I know Asians does the same thing with each other as friends. That's what I said. It's not a race thing no more. It's definitely not a race thing when it comes to using the N-word. It's just the way you say it to someone else.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is. And
Yeah.
especially if you're not friends with them.
But
That's where it comes.
But like,
It's still a
but
bad
like I
word.
say, it's a bad word, and it's part of the system. It's part of the system. It's like, yo, it's part of the system to just make us be foolish and keep being stupid.
It's like me. I love
It's
saying motherfucker.
Yeah.
We already talk about.
Yeah.
If
Like-
people know how motherfucker came about, it's very,
Yeah.
very crazy.
And I-
Motherfucker is. He didn't even know until
I
was
didn't know
done.
till he told me.
Motherfucker is when a slave is basically a black slave that's very strong, and they want to make another slave like him. They'll make him fuck his mom. They'll put a bag over his head, and he'll fuck his mom. That's how you get motherfucker. You know, basically, it's like to show other slaves that they have power over you. It's just like when they do it to guys, like a slave master will fuck the shit out of his slave just to show them that, you know, he have more power than him. Basically, that's how it is. And I love using the word motherfucker, but I know the the history of
It's
it.
not our fault. The word nigga, the word motherfucker, like I said, is the system. You hear it in the music all the time. You hear people say it all the time. It goes through your ear, in and out. You're bound to say that shit. You're bound to say that shit. It's the way the environment is set up. And it's like I said, the only way it's gonna stop is when we actually really wake up. Like, people are protesting right now, doing riots. You're not waking up. You're still asleep, doing dumb shit. Like, yo, we need to really fix, what we're doing for our people. Like, that's really what it is. It's like, yo, we need to stop. We need to stop supporting the music that's against us. I'm sorry, but that's what it is. And this is not gonna stop it. Watching this video is not gonna make. Probably one person is gonna be like, yeah, maybe. Even me myself, I'm still probably gonna end up listening to some gang shit that says nigger on it.
Hey, I told you, I can't
That's
be a
a
hypocrite.
fact. I
listen to rap music.
Yeah, that's a fact. But I'm just saying the truth right now. The only way it's gonna stop is we support anything that's against us. Literally, it's a system that's against us, and we support it 101%.
Facts.
We support it. Like, it's a system that's against us. They know we're gonna protest. They know we're gonna do riots. You think they didn't know this stuff? I'm telling you, these motherfuckers are organized. They're freaking organized.
Yeah,
We're not
that is
organized.
the root of the word motherfucker. Yes, it is. Black and white, they want to push us to global control. That's exactly what they want to do, push us. Bro, that's true. I love it.
It's like, yo,
You're the product of your environment. Actually, I'm gonna go into that.
yo, are you spiritual?
Yo, you spiritual? Oh, yes, I'm very spiritual.
Yeah, he's spiritual.
I'm not into religion or none of that. Religion, that's the next. I said it the other day. Black people hate everything about slavery, except one thing: religion. They hate everything but slavery except Christianity, and I never get that. You know why? Because Christianity is what was placed on us to control us, but yet today we run with it, not even knowing the history of your own religion or your own people. That's all I can say on religion. I'm very spiritual. If you want to believe in a God, Allah, all of them, I just say there's a higher being. That's that on that. We're not here to talk about religion today.
We'll talk about that another.
Someone just donate. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Tech. I appreciate that. I appreciate your donation. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support. I appreciate your donation. I really appreciate that, bro. Thank you. And let's read what he said. He said, all love, Bam. We need more people to speak like you. Thank you, man. And listen, I don't like this guy right here knows way more about history than I do. And this is what I try to tell people, especially blacks. Just being more open, being more calm. Like,
Me and him have disagreements a lot.
We have disagreements, but it's just the fact that, he could be calm enough to listen to what I have to say, and I could be calm enough to listen to what he has to say.
And that's basically what it is.
Like, literally, he's just like, I was a Christian. I was born into being a Christian.
I'm born into Christian too.
Yeah, but he's spiritual, and we live together. Like, we live in the same house, and he tells me about these things, and I sit there and I listen to him. I don't just be like, bro, fuck out of here, bro. Yo, get away from me.
We always disagree with each other. Matter of fact, the biggest one we have in house.
Yeah.
He's vegan. Well, plant-based. I eat meat.
So it's like, yo, the only way, like, literally, the way to be a leader is to follow, and you gotta follow. I gotta follow him in certain aspects.
Same
He
here.
gotta follow me in certain aspects.
And I told him this the other day, and I told him, Bam, us black people have an ego thing.
Yeah.
We have a big ego thing. And I told him the other day, I was like, yo, bro, The difference between me and him is that he doesn't have it. And I told him that's a great thing because I have it. I know to a certain extent I have it, but he completely does not have an ego when it comes to like, oh, I look crazy or I have the followers or oh, girls will talk. He's like, that doesn't like interest, like he doesn't go off of that. And that's what I told him, which is great because there's only a few people I met like that does not have an ego thing.
Yo, and I'm not gonna lie, like that's what we gotta work on. A lot of people out there protesting, I'm telling you, majority of them has ego. And I'm not trying to say nothing, but it's just how it is. It's like, yo, when you have an ego, it's an emotion. You're at an emotional state. You just at very like, and you're very vulnerable too at that point. It's like, yo, you let your ego like run you. You're not in control anymore. And that's the same thing. It's like when you're running off with your emotions, you're not in control. Your emotion is in control of you. And you don't even care what you're doing. You don't care if it has a purpose. You don't care if it's gonna change anything. You're just going off of it.
Sounds like they saw you doing meditation. Do you still have the crystal?
Yeah, I lost my crystal. I'm gonna get more. And honestly,
Was like
people talk about meditating.
you're always spreading positive in your videos.
Thank you. But everybody should be meditating right now. I've been said that from the go, and people looking at me like I'm weird or something. But we all should be meditating right now. Like I'm telling you.
That's why you're bigger than Bam. You eat meat. Yeah, someone wrote that. Let's see who said that. Elijah.
Hey, you ain't lying, man. You ain't lying.
The problem is anger, and anger is a poison in the mind.
Yo,
that is true.
Thank you, Steezy, for donating $5. I appreciate that. Y'all some genuine dudes. All love. Yo, thank you.
Thank you, man.
For that. Really appreciate that.
Read my comment, Ali. Who said what did you say, Ali?
Can you post that comment again, Ali? Just ask the question again. Yo, what your white boy with the blue and what's his name? Wait, it's two white boys with the blue.
No, he's saying what's your boy with the blue shirt? He's talking about
Mike?
No, what's your boy with the blue on the names? What's with the blue on names?
Oh,
he's talking about my shirt.
Yeah, well.
Bad meat is for you, but meat is bad for you. Big
Listen,
U-fist, all vegans.
Listen, meat is not bad for you guys. I'm gonna say this again.
No. He's right. Meat is bad for you.
Meat is bad for you. Too much meat is bad for you, but meat in America is bad for you.
Worse.
Meat in America, literally, is.
Let's make sure you try to see Ali's comment because he said answer his question.
Yo, Ali, comment that question again so I can answer you.
My name is Magic. My Instagram is FATGUM underscore FITNESS. Fat gum underscore fitness. My bad, I burped. And
wait, somebody just asked a question, bro. You think government has pulled God out of culture to tear us people down? What you think about that? Damn.
What did they say that over again?
You think the government has pulled the culture?
I think so.
God out of the culture to tear us down as people?
Yeah, I think so.
Sorry, I was distracted. But yeah. You think so, bro?
Yeah, in a way, yes.
Okay.
I do think so.
Okay.
If you say the N-word, it's the race, and I love my black brothers and sister in the Middle Eastern.
Yes, I get that. But we gotta know what the purpose of the word is. Like,
yeah, Bam, put your boy Magic link in the description.
Yeah, I will. I definitely will.
So,
I will.
The thing about this is not about religion. I don't want to make it about this. That's a whole nother topic. So don't let's go into religion. Right now, what we're trying to talk about is what's going on around the world. Well, let's say only United States. I can't say around the world. It's the race thing. Race is a very big thing that happens. And like I said earlier, I think the younger generation is pulling away from how their parents think. Because my boy broke up with his girl because the parents wasn't liking him because he's black. And she broke up with him, basically, because of the whole race thing. And which she didn't agree with it, but guess what? To please her parents, she had to, which is understandable, I guess, because she lived in their house. But as they start getting older, they're going to be like, holy shit, maybe this is wrong. You know, some people learn at a younger age, some people don't. For some reason, me personally, I broke away from a lot of stuff that was wrong in my point of view because that's just how I am. And I think I told you this because, again, this is race. I'm native. Native Guyanese, if you want to say Native American, same thing. Because my grandparents is native, she got married to a black man, and because of that, they put her in the back of the village. Like a mile away from the whole village. Because she's native and she got married to a black man. Because of that, she's in the back of the village. My mom got married to a black man. Because of that, none of us in our village could have became chief for years because we're mixed. Until today it changed, you know, one of our family members is a chief even though he's mixed. But back then growing up, it was hard. And that's the only time race became, like I said, I didn't see racism when I was young until I came to America crazy. But back then I knew race played a little stuff when it comes to my grandparents. I think it's gonna, like, it changed then. For now, right now, it changed in my village, and I think it's just going to continue changing. How long is it going to take? Well, in America, you need to understand, America was built on top of slavery. It was built on top of race. So it's like today they try to push the whole race stuff, and that's up to you how you want to react to it. There's people who react in a negative way, and there's people who react no type of way. They don't try to like see it as that type of way. You know, and the reason how I know the police, the government, the media try to make it a race thing, instead of saying the police today kill a man. No, they'll put a black man was killed by a white police officer. That's how they try to make it a whole race thing again.
And that's what I'm trying to, you know, like I said, like I was saying earlier, guys, you know, stop making the system feel sorry for us, you know. Stop all that sorry shit, like, oh, this is unfair, this is blah blah blah. Let's work on our power.
No, the building's not for sale no more. The house is not on sale.
Yeah. Let's work on our power. Like like we have the power. It's within us. Like we did a lot of shit. We built the fucking pyramids. Like let's bring our power back.
Seems
Stop letting the system feel sorry for us.
There's no race in Islam. That's exactly what they're trying to do. They're trying to hit that martial law.
So what are you saying? Do you think, wait, we already read that? Do you think race is used as a distraction for other things to be...
By the government.
Okay.
Yes. I think it is a distraction.
Said it. You must understand it's all about energy and vibration. It's so simple. That is true, but honestly, that's not enough, man. That's not enough. The energy, the vibration is not going to be enough. It's not. It's not. Because when you have people that are sick and you put them in a position of power, like being a police, you have an advantage against another human being. And being a police that's racist, shit, man. You're just bound to kill blacks. And that's what I'm saying is like, yo, that's what makes me question the system. Is like, if you're a racist person, you're mentally sick.
Yeah, right? You're already sick.
You're already fucking sick in the head. So why are you being hired and being given that position where you can cause a lot of other people to be sick and killed?
And that's the only thing. After a while, like, they need to understand that police officers is like the biggest gang in America.
Yeah.
Because some people, they get that power. Imagine this. You've been bullied your whole life, bro. You're supposed to know this. You turn out completely opposite.
Yeah.
There's people who've been bullied. Some officers bullied their whole life. You give them that badge, that power is going to go to their head. Guess what? Because they know that they're covered no matter what. They could shoot someone and they're covered. They know they're covered.
And you know what?
But let a black person shoot a white person and see how fast it changed. Or let an Asian person shoot another race. And actually that became an issue. I think it was 2-3 years ago that became an issue. An Asian guy, I think he shoot a gun. He didn't hit the person, but I think it ricocheted and hit the person. He didn't meant to shoot him. And they put him in jail like this. The Asian community make an uproar for him. And I think he actually came out. But it just shows the difference. When a white person do it, it changed a little bit for them. But when us or a next race do it, it's different. It's just like if a Muslim person kill, they say it's terrorists. You know, they don't, it's always a race thing they try to bring into it.
Okay, somebody asked, what if people tried their whole life to work on their power, work hard, did work hard, did everything by book, but still battle discrimination, racial profiling,
It doesn't matter.
racial comments.
You're always gonna get that.
Yep, you're gonna get that. This is what I'm talking about, man.
You're always
Listen,
gonna
this is
get
what
it.
I'm talking about. Stop feeling sorry. We need to be our strongest right now. We are built for this shit. I don't care what anybody tell me. I don't care. Like literally, I don't care what anybody. I don't care what you're going through right now. We are fucking built for this shit.
Yeah.
We are built for this shit. But you know what's wrong? We're fucked up in the head. That's what's wrong. We're physically built for this shit. Like we could break this. We could break this shit. They know we can. But
That's
they fucked this up in the head.
That's the issue. Is that they know you can. That's what they're scared about.
That's what they're scared
They're
about.
they're scared about just you helping each other.
Yes.
That's what they're scared about.
That's what they're scared about. Listen, like I was saying, what's the cultural dish? What's the cultural music? That's all the stuff the system puts surround us with to keep breaking us down mentally. You don't go to a freaking white neighborhood and see McDonald's and Burger King around. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
You do see them.
Not really though. Not as much as you see them in a black neighborhood.
You're right about that.
Not as much as you see them in a black neighborhood.
I think who was it that they said? I can't remember who said it best. He's like in the black community, right? You'll see every other race own business in our community except for us, and you'll see it a lot. What's up, man?
You guys doing a YouTube video?
Yeah.
Instagram.
Alright. Talk. Hello?
But yeah, you'll see every other race come in and
Hello?
own stuff and make business in our community,
Say you had to
which
go
is fine.
home.
You know, but just be smart that you guys, us, can start doing the same thing. Now that's what I was trying to say earlier. Start doing a business. Like when I go in Brooklyn, and you know, I go in Brownsville, and there was like 3 brothers in there, and they owned the deli. You know, I go in and I support it because I know what it is. You know, when you start a business, you need people to start coming in and whatnot.
Yep.
Which, perfectly fine on Avenue K in New York, Avenue K in North, no, not Avenue K, Avenue H, I think, or Avenue J and North in New York, Brooklyn. There's a juice box bar, black owned. You know, the day I saw it open, I started going in there. Funny thing enough is one of my friends that passed away, family that owned the store. You know, just
Oh, wow.
support the business. Yes, sometimes it's expensive. That's why I say if you're gonna open a business, you gotta realize your community. You
Yep.
gotta see how you in your head you're supposed to know that this is what the person is only making. This is why they live. Like make stuff where people could buy stuff from you, so they come support
Exactly.
your store, so you can start
Exactly.
bringing in more stuff into your store.
And stop.
You know,
and stop-
nail salons, women, you guys go open nail salons in your community. Like it's not that hard. You guys already do your own nails. Might as
And
well get paid for
and
it.
you know why blacks kind of feel a little way to
They don't want to do that. They think they're too
because
better.
It's not even that. It's just like blacks are always asking for free shit. See, when a black person opens a business or start a business, they want to market it to whites or other races because they feel like blacks always, and that's a fact. Black always wants the shit for free. I'm not gonna lie about that. I am not gonna lie about that. We would support another color business and pay and probably even go broke for it before we support our own, like before we support black owned business.
Someone just said that you'll never see. Someone just said you'll never see liquor stores in white communities.
And that's what I'm saying. It's a system that's built to break us down. Like we don't get it. And it's like when we do get it, we still don't really take action. Like, yo, we need to be strong, man. Listen, I'm not talking about you eating. If you can eat whatever you want. You
Yeah.
better be working out, doing
You
something.
can eat whatever you want. But
Like-
back to what I was saying. Ladies, you guys can get nail salons. Guys, you could open, guess what? You could be a barber. It's not that hard, you know, to do stuff. I go to a barber shop, guess what? Yeah, it's an all black barber shop. I go to a Dominican barber shop, guess what? It's all Dominicans and there's a black guy, the Panamanian, he's black. Support people that you know is gonna respect you.
Exactly.
You know, nail salons, I don't get, girls think that they're so better, like they don't want to like clean someone's feet. And guess what? The Asian person is doing it. They're doing it. And guess what? They're making money off of you because every month or every 2 weeks you're coming into them to do your nails and to
Yep.
do your hair. to do your hair.
Support black-owned businesses.
To do your hair.
Because
Like,
when you support them,
it's easy to get here,
Yep.
man. It's so easy to get here, and people make it think it's not that hard. If you're good at this stuff, you could start a business. I have a friend. She opened a salon. They were doing great until this stuff happened with the shutdown. But to get here, you can get all these stuff. To become a barber, it's not that hard to get the machines and to learn. Like us, we're different. You know, we do stuff online. Bam does stuff online too. You know, everyone finds something that you love and just give it. Like Mike always say, you give it 110% of whatever you love.
Yep.
At first, you might not start making money. You might not see no type of money with whatever you're doing. But guess what? If you put enough work into what you're doing, after a while, you will get paid for what you're doing. You will start some type of way to make money for something that you love.
Listen.
Bam love working out.
Yep. And we preaching the real right now. We not faking the funk. We preaching the real right now. Start a business. And I dare black people to support black people business. Like, stop asking for free shit.
And that's big in our community.
Yeah.
Yo,
even my freaking workout program.
Yo,
I'm telling y'all right now, the workout program is literally $10, only $10. And most of the people that ask for that ask are black people. Like, oh, can it be free? It's only $10.
the funny thing is, people like, I hear when you talk to them. You call them personally every day. You talk to them, and majority of them that do not even ask about price is the first one that I know signed up, and I know they're automatically gonna sign up. They won't even ask them about the price yet, and then when they do find out, it's two things. That's how much you charge?
That's how much you're charging? These are non-black people too. These are non-blacks. Yo, that's too low. I'll give you extra more.
And they did it to him. They did that for him.
And that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Like, yo, we don't support each other. And this is why some black people are like, fuck it. If the white man's paying me more, if the Asian dude's, well, fuck black people. And that's where we separate. That's where we fucking separate, guys.
Like I do shirts, and people be like, at first, I used to always go, yo, could you give me a free shirt? Yo, could I get a free shirt? But now it was like, I can remember the first person that actually started supporting him as a friend, start buying stuff from me. I started giving him free stuff because that's how much he bought from me. And after, because of him, a lot of other people start buying from me, and people around in the neighborhood start knowing what I do, and they start buying. But at the beginning, like I said, bro, your friends or your families around you might not support you for what you want to do. And Bam goes through that a lot. I used to go through it, but not as much as Bam and Mike used to. When you start, your own family would look at you stupid. Your own friends might not believe in you. They might support you to your face, but they might be going, oh, you starting a business, oh, whatever.
Yeah.
But tell them you got a new job, and everyone is happy.
Yeah.
Tell them you're going to college, everyone is happy. But, oh, you're trying to start a business,
And that's part of the system. I'm sorry, but it's part of the system. Yes, there is whites that have a regular job. There is whites that have that go to good college. I'm not knocking that.
That's great.
But I'm telling you guys, the system is fucked up for us, and we gotta become business owners. We gotta own properties, and that's just how it is. I'm sorry, but this is how it is. Like I was saying earlier.
Do it.
That's like I was saying earlier. If you work a 9-to-5 job, you're living for somebody else's business. You literally live. You go to work. You work 9 to 5. You get an hour break. Boom. You come back home. You go to sleep.
The best thing you can say.
Eat.
You're billing someone else's dream.
Yep. You
That's
work
basically
for some
what it
hours dream. Like you sleep to go back to work so you can have energy to go to work. You eat so you can have energy to go to work. You have the weekends, you have the days off for your mind to recuperate so you could go to work. Like you live for somebody else's job. And now I'm telling you, all these freaking big companies that we work for are owned by white people. I'm sorry, but this is how it is. And I have nothing against that. But let's start our own thing.
There's nothing wrong with
There's
that.
nothing wrong with that. If you work for another company,
There's
but
nothing
make
wrong
sure
with
you're
that.
working for another company to build yourself up.
Some people, again, when it comes to being, like Mike always say it, and it's true. Some people are not meant to be entrepreneurs. They don't have that mentality. So it's okay if you want to do it to a 9 to 5, but work on something that you love. Work on a dream. Work on something that you're good at. Develop a skill so you can make side money, so you can open your own company with that skill that you have.
Exactly.
Some people are great at drawing. start drawing online and
Yes.
start selling your drawing, even if it's just $5. After a while, it's gonna pick up, and you sell it for more because that's what's making you your money. That's what you're
Exactly.
good at.
Exactly.
Drawing, making videos.
Listen,
like
and don't-
some people think to become a billionaire, you have to sell expensive stuff. No,
Okay,
you
they
don't. It's the simplest thing can make you a millionaire. It's the simplest thing. Think of the person who made a pen.
Yep.
Today,
Somebody
that pen
said-
is a lot of money.
We're gonna answer some questions. They say I'm not answering. All right, so let's see. What are the questions? Okay, I'm gonna go to where I see questions. Okay. Message, man. Okay, yes. Yo, I'll check the no weight machines. Thank you guys. I'll check the no weight machines. Drive car in traffic, go to work, and hate to pay for the house and car you're working for. Exactly, man. I own a salon. My family would get mad if I didn't do their hair, for free. You see?
See?
You can't win when it comes to family.
When it comes to family and friends, I'll be honest with you. Don't do that free stuff. Because the minute you do it one time, it will always be that. And they just need to understand. That means if they're asking for something free, that doesn't respect you as a person. And it's your own friends and your own family. They don't respect you because they need to understand this is what makes you pay your bills.
Exactly.
So don't do it for free. Even if they're mad at you, you go to family events, they'll be mad at you. After a while, guess what? They will come to you and they will respect you. Do not do it for free.
Yeah.
Unless it's a cousin or mom, you want
Listen,
to
man.
help them half
Listen,
price.
and when you start a business, when you start something, right? Don't rush it. Take your time, because it's about the value. It's about the value. It's not about making money. It's about the value. See, the program I'm selling for $10, I know it's worth at least $200. I know that for sure.
Yeah, we talk about that.
Yeah, I know it's worth, but you know what? I don't really care about the money. I care more about the value. See, this is why it can't be free, because I know it's worth $200. Now, some people out there, they sell shit that the value is supposed to be free. Not even free. It's horrible value. So it's like, yo, why are you selling this shit? And that's the problem. People sell shit that's horrible value and they're trying to make money. Don't try to make money. Make something that's valuable. Like, yo, this shit that I'm about to make right here is gonna be so valuable that the fact that I'm even charging $200, this shit's supposed to be worth $2,000. You get what I'm saying? Guys, like,
I see her. So what's the next question? How far did you go up?
you have leaders and followers, true story. They don't allow you to produce. Okay, so let's see, questions. Put a question after. Okay, where do I find your program? Sorry if you already mentioned it. So I'm gonna leave the link in the description. You can book a call, or you can send me the word no weight machines on Instagram. DM me the word no weight machines on Instagram. That's the fastest way I could get to you.
Yeah,
I'll send you the
all
program.
workout stuff, just DM him.
DM me. Yo, Bam, I pay you as much personal trainer. Brawley, and you said y'all was gonna be at Wingate. But,
We're not answering those questions right now.
Sorry, man, but
There's nothing about exercising. There's no
Yeah.
type of calisthenics talk today. Stick to the topic.
yeah, stick to the topic, guys. What's your weakness? Sorry, guys. We gotta stick to the topic here. You have a good heart. You two of you. Thank you, man. Thank you, and that's what we're trying to appreciate. Just have a good heart. You know, we're not trying to preach anything else. We're trying to preach. That's why we're not. You know, I'm trying to not to promote the program. I'm trying not to promote any type of exercise. This is a platform for that. This is what the platform was made for: fitness and health. But with what's going on right now, I can't just keep shut and keep promoting that, because I gotta pay some respect to to people that fought. Yeah, to our people. People died for us, man. People died for us people died for me to be able to freaking start a YouTube channel.
It's facts.
And this is why this is why I be getting tight when people don't get it. Yo, thank you again for donating $4 again. But this is why I don't get it. It's like, yo, people, when you wake up with no purpose, especially blacks, I'm sorry, but when you fucking wake up with no purpose, you gotta be the dumbest motherfucker on earth. People died for your fucking freedom.
A lot.
People got disrespected. People got spitted on. People got fucking, I don't even want to say it, but people got Like, you don't even know half of this shit. You can't even feel it.
A lot of shit, bro.
For you to be able to wake up in peace and take a fucking piss in peace and shit in peace. People died for that shit. So when you wake up every morning, have a fucking purpose. Stop listening to dumb music. I'm talking to myself. I do wake up with a purpose every morning, but you know, I'm talking to myself too. Whoever needs to hear this shit, wake up with a purpose. Like, yo, what can I do to
Today.
make? So what can I do today for my family, for my people? What can I do? I don't care about the protesting. I don't care about the riots. What can I do? What can I do to make my people more powerful, to make my people more respected?
And that's why it's like people who's rioting right now is like some people you can see black people is protecting those stores. It's because a lot of people is rioting and you're destroying your own community. You're destroying the store.
Exactly.
That doesn't do nothing. You
It
know?
doesn't.
Just if you're gonna protest, do a peaceful protest. Like in the years back then, they protest, they riot. I don't care if you want to destroy stuff. If you're gonna destroy stuff, be fucking smart. You want to burn stuff, go burn the police station if you want. You want to burn stuff, go burn the cars that they're driving. You want to
Exactly.
destroy stuff, go destroy their stuff.
And
Don't start destroying your own community. Don't start stealing from your own community.
And like I'm saying, even destroying their stuff is not gonna start.
Yeah.
It's not. Don't do what they're doing.
Nah,
That's
but
my
yeah,
whole point.
You can't really tell them that. People, people express a little bit different.
Yeah, people. Okay, I get it. People express it a bit
But-
different. But my whole thing is that what one person did, right? It's not fair to try to do it to others. If you're destroying people that are racist stuff, okay, that's good. But you don't know if that person's
That is
racist or
true.
not, and it's not fair.
That is true.
Because of one man's action, it's not fair to do it on other people. That's
That
not
is
fair.
I mean, good
So
thing
like I
good thing
said-
I don't riot.
You know, that like I said, like, yo, let's do the right thing. Let's think the smart way. Because
Yeah,
what
'cause
we're
it
doing
don't-
is
it really-
not.
it don't
It's
do
it's all
nothing.
about a solution. It's all about like, yo, what can we do to really solve this? Like,
And see, this person is right. Do not play into their martial law agenda, which is
Exactly.
fucking true.
yo, shout outs to VP, man. We love you too, man, and that's what we're doing this for. We love you guys, man. We want you guys to be safe.
They are getting paid.
You know,
And that's what I told Bam today, this morning. I was talking to him. There's something called, I'm not saying it's true for this instant, but there's something called crisis actors. Crisis actors is basically paid people to do stuff on the news to make a next race react. In this instance, they're saying it might be fake with the whole killing that just happened the other day, but there's a lot of other killings that happened. But right now, they say that this one might be fake. You know, it might be a crisis actor. Because I was telling Bam, I saw they saved this girl in 4 different areas, 4 different countries. The same little girl they saved from starving from hunger. And when they show her face, and every couple of years, someone took a picture and put it all together and realized it's the same girl. They're called crisis actors.
see. And you know, I'm not saying like, oh, it could be fake, it could be real, but let's just be aware of these things.
Whoa. See? Someone just said it. There's literally a site where you could apply to be a crisis actor.
See that? And I don't know about these things too, man. I just knew about it today. It's hard to know what to believe these days. It is, man. It is. It just is. And you know, it's just like what's really shocking is when people are going crazy right now, when these things have been happening for years, man. Like, why don't we protest against fucked up music that goes against our people? Like, why don't we?
Hold on there, bro. I kind of need the music when I work out.
I feel you, but I'm saying, like, I think what we really listen to is the beat. Like, why can't we change? Why can't we protest for the words to be changed?
I mean, if you think about it, in the early 2000s, there was not so much music about bitches. It's more like, yeah, they're cursed, but it wasn't
Yeah.
so much of how
Yeah.
today with the naked girls and,
Yeah.
all this stuff.
And it's
I
not
think-
even
I
about-
think social media changed that in a way, too.
Yeah. It's not even about the naked. Like, you could talk about naked girls, but let's not disrespect our women. Like, if you could hear the way they say it, the way it's
that's
said,
it. Back
it's like
then,
literally.
in the early 2000s and 90s, like, they used to have more R&B songs than what they have today.
Yeah.
There was more love songs back then. Rap was crazier back then. They pushed, like, they had their own, like, feel, but today is, like, most about drugs. You know, I popped the pills
Yeah,
2 days ago.
exactly. Popping pills. Why can't we protest against that? Like, for real.
I mean, we're the ones that make people famous.
Yeah,
We really
that's
do.
what I'm saying. We have control. We have a control to
Bro,
a certain amount.
what everything we do, we is the one that put a lot of people in power. A lot of stores. How you think KFC became big? McDonald's became big. We're the ones that go there and eat it. I sure Chinese people. Chinese people don't eat Chinese food that we eat. That fried stuff that they make for us, they don't eat that. We make them money. Chinese store, that's what I tell you, when it comes to business, you would think that you need something crazy to become a millionaire. I sure the Chinese store next to you guys is making $500,000. Every year, probably $500,000. Or a six-figure. People just don't think about that. The nail salon is probably making that six-figure every year from us. You know, we have that power. We make these places make money off of us.
Exactly. So let's just start thinking smart. We're gonna ask you some questions and get up out of here. We're not gonna make this video too long. This conversation too long. I think it's been an hour and 14
I didn't
minutes.
even know it was an hour already.
Yeah, we can talk about this all day. We can talk about this all day, but I hope what we have said is enough, you know, to I know it's not gonna wake a lot of people. It's not gonna wake a lot of people up, but just somebody up.
Just start your own business.
Yeah, start your own business, and once you start your own business and you get that, you know, you get that, because this is what America really cares about, man. That money, that's what they care about.
That's all the power.
That's all. That's where the power is at.
That's
and,
their religion.
And when you get that money, right?
That's
don't be a
religion.
slave. Don't be a slave when you get that money. Help your people out.
That's their religion. Money is the religion.
Yeah. People like money is the root of all evil. I get it, blah, blah, blah. But listen, man, that's what's really going to change.
Money is not the root of all evil.
Listen, that's what's going to make a fucking change.
If it
man.
is if you think it's the root of all evil,
Like,
if
for
you
real.
think money
Listen.
is the root of all
Listen.
evil, give me yours.
Yep.
That's it.
That's it, man. Like,
But I
yo,
always say, start your business. Whatever you're good at, give it 100%.
Yep.
Get a platform,
Listen.
YouTube, Instagram.
and I don't, like I said, man, I don't care what the hell you have to do, man. Listen, I'm keeping it 100 with you guys right now. When I was starting my YouTube, I was working a 9-to-5 job, and I was going to school too at the same time. I was a full-time student, and I had a kid too.
He could talk about this now.
Listen, all of that. And I was still uploading videos for you guys on a daily basis.
Don't talk about stress. Talk about what time you're going
Yeah.
to sleep.
Yep. I would sleep at 12, and I'll wake up at 12 a.m., and I'll wake up at 4 a.m. Sacrificing sleep. Sacrificing sleep. Listen, man, I'm telling y'all right now, we're built for this shit. We are fucking built for this shit. But they mentally fucked this up. Like, they fucked this up mentally. We are built for this shit, man. Listen, I don't care what you're going through. Like, I'm sorry. I do, like, some people have, everybody goes through different things, but I don't care what you're going through. You're either gonna break through it, you're gonna fight it, and do what you gotta do for your family, especially for your family. If you're a black person, especially if you're a black person listening right now, what are you gonna do for your family? How are you gonna make sure that your family doesn't end up in that same situation? It could have been your son, it could have been your daughter, that everybody stopped. Like, the protest is not gonna bring that life back. What are you gonna do to empower your family and your people of this color skin? What are you gonna do?
Yeah, that's what I keep trying to tell people. This right now is not about. It's not about the other race doesn't matter. It's not about that right now. Every race matters. It's just that right now, black people is going through shit for the last couple of years for no fucking reason. Cop killing each and every one of us. Every time.
Yep.
That's all we're trying to say. It has
all we're
nothing
trying-
to do with, if you're white, I'm going to hate you. No.
No. This has
If
nothing.
you want to put it this way, put it black people versus racism.
Yep.
If you want to put it that way. Or human race versus racism. That's basically what it is. Because at the end of the day, bro, there's only one race. It's humans.
Yep.
We're not going to talk about what's out there.
And that's it, man. We're gonna read some questions and we're gonna end it off with that, guys. Like, just stay woke. Man.
Sleep is overrated.
Stay woke. stay woke, man. I'm not saying don't sleep late. If you need to sleep for 8 hours, if you need to sleep for 6 hours, sleep. But don't go to a 9 to 5 job and come back home and relax.
Someone asked if you quit school, Bam.
Honestly, right now, alright. So I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna talk about school, and we're gonna get up out of here. This is why I keep saying, the system is not meant for us to win, man. And that's why I'm trying to tell you guys, like, yo, if you're a black person going to school, I'm not saying nothing bad, but I'm just telling you, the system ain't meant for us to win.
Let
So-
them talk about school situation.
So school, right? What happened with school, right? I transferred to another school for physical therapy, right? And I don't even know how to start. I don't even fucking know how to start, man. But
You're working.
you work, right? I'm
Going to
working.
school.
I'm working, going to school, and I'm doing YouTube at the same time, and also having a kid too. You know, all of that even made me not even being able to spend as much time as I was supposed to spend with my child
Back then.
So, but like I was saying, like I was going to school all the time. I did everything I was supposed to be doing, especially like I was going to class every day. I was doing all the homeworks. But at the end of the day, like I just couldn't keep up with all that shit. And I had to, you know, I'm not gonna get to about the grades. The way that the grade system is too is just messed up. Like you can write an essay all day, and I could write a 4-page essay, right? This is a good school, a good example of school. I write a 4-page essay that I feel is great, and I would ask other people. I could ask him, and oh, yo, this looks great. But one person, which is your professor, determines if it's good or not. If you deserve a 65 or 75. And mind you, I spent hours. I spent time that I could have been spending with my kids, spent time I could have been spending on my YouTube channel, hours in that. And what do I get? I don't get 100% that I put in. But, you know, I'm not going to get to that. Like, I'm going to...
It's like, even let's say the little bit money you were making.
Yep.
And that's why I talk about.
That's what I forgot to mention.
When it comes to not parents supporting you, he could tell you about
Yep.
that.
My
Mike
parents-
Mike could talk to you
My
guys
parents
about that
don't
too.
support me doing a YouTube. My mama doesn't even know I do a YouTube. And what I forgot to mention, I'm glad. I don't know how I forgot. All the money that I was getting from
Work
YouTube,
and
what you got from work and YouTube, the money I was getting that you guys were supporting me, the money I'm getting from y'all supporting me was going, all of it. All of my paycheck I made went straight to my
School.
to school.
'Cause you didn't have
I wasn't
family-
Shit
I wasn't getting financial aid. I wasn't getting none of that.
family, none of that.
Yeah, that's the.
Listen.
That shit horrible.
Yep.
Yeah, fuck school.
Mike could talk about that.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Mike could definitely talk about that.
What are we talking about?
So school, yeah, man. So like basically like
How was your situation with school?
Yo, that's a long story, bro. It's an interesting story. I don't know if we have all day for that.
You could talk about them a little bit. But what was school with you, bro? Did you get support?
What, for school or
Yeah.
for what I was
No,
as
just-
an entrepreneur?
Entrepreneur in school.
Let me tell you a story, right? So I remember I was going to school. I probably spent like $5,000 a semester, right? Out of my own business money, like money that I made out of my business. So what happened was I used all my money spending on school. I didn't learn shit at school. I remember one time I was making like 10, 15 bands a month. Then I spent it on tuition, spent it on books, whatever. And then, you know, after taxes, you make a lot less money. But I kid you not, bro. Like, I dropped out of school, and then all the money that I probably could have saved to pick me back up, I didn't have because all the money went to school. So then I had to go back to work at a 9 to 5. But if I actually took that money that I made and reinvested back into the business, I probably could have saved what I was. This was like 3 years ago. I probably could have saved what I was doing during that time and then reinvested into something else. It probably never ended up in that fucked up situation. But you gotta do what's best for
Actually,
you,
it's
bro.
more than 3. It's
Bro,
more
it's
than
5 years,
like
bro.
I said-
There's a roller coaster. I'm not gonna sit here and
Like
talk
I
about it
said-
all day. That's just like the small, you know.
listen, if you're going to school to be a doctor, that's good. Like always have a purpose for what you're doing. But my whole thing is like, if you go to school, right? You're going to school to work a 9 to 5. I don't care if you're a doctor. And when you're working a 9 to 5, you're working for somebody. Unless you own that hospital, that's a different case. Unless you own the hospital, that's a different case. You're working, you're sleeping, you're eating, you're living for somebody else's dream. And that's just the fact. I don't care what you do.
You know what they saying, man?
I don't care how much you schoolboys.
Schoolboys.
Schoolboys. Man, I ain't no schoolboy, man. I'm
Schoolboy?
sorry, but listen, I am gonna go back to school, but what I'm thinking about when I go back to school is getting homeschooled, man. I wanna have enough money to hire all them fucking teachers.
Boy.
I'm not with school no
Yeah.
more.
I don't know, bro. I make more than a professor. What do you want to teach me? How a teacher making? I remember I had an economics teacher, bro. Man said he made 50K a year. You teaching how money works in the world? You make 50K a year. How does that make sense, bro? You got a doctorate degree, you make 50K a year? Come on, bro. You teaching business? You working 9 to 5? You teaching business?
I remember-
How does that make sense,
I
bro?
remember Mike came back. He's like, "Yo, this guy is teaching me shit. I already make that already." And
Bro,
he
I was
said,
making more than professor when I was in school, bro. That's the reason I had to dub that shit, bro.
he was like, "Yo, how the fuck you teaching me business?"
You can't teach me business,
Listen,
bro.
man,
You're
and-
a worker. You got a pension.
Yep. And that's what I
don't
hate.
got that, bro. I gotta rely on myself.
Most people go to school to brag about education, to
Nah,
brag.
their parents forced them, bro.
Their
It's
parents,
a force.
yeah, that is true. That is
It's a
true.
force. Majority in the black community, it's a force thing.
Yo, bro, if y'all 18 and y'all watch this, bro, like, and you have like a guidance counselor and they telling you, bro, like, don't worry about it. Just take out the loans. You pay it back later. Or, yo, don't worry about what major you pick. Bro, that's all a scam, bro. Trust me. Do not listen to none of that shit, bro. I'll tell you the best way, bro. All that Harvard and all those top schools in the country right now, it's not how it was 20, 30 years ago where it's like they running the country anymore, bro. Like, motherfuckers, like a lot of these employers do not give a fuck about that. Right now, we're going into a time where it's online and technology, bro. Freelancer is the wave of the future. Bro.
Coding. All that.
Coding and medical field is like the only thing that will benefit you in school. Anything else, if you want to be a graphic designer or any
YouTube.
other shit, you don't go to school for that shit, bro.
YouTube and
Don't take out
Google
no fucking loans.
should
for
be
that
your
shit, bro.
best fucking friends, yo.
Yep.
Try not to take out no fucking loans, period, bro. Think about it. If you 18 and you broke, you gonna go to school become broker, bro? How does that make sense, bro? Do not
You
go
get
to
your-
school,
you
take
get
out,
your
do not go to
degree.
private school, bro. Go to community college, do 2 years, and then transfer into like a better school, bro.
Yo.
Do not take out no fucking
And that's
loans.
the best thing I think I did for myself going to school. I didn't take out no loans. I literally paid.
I know motherfuckers with 6 figures in fucking debt, bro, spending $1,000, $2,000 a month on fucking loans, bro. You going backwards, bro. If you graduate with a degree, let's just say you make it 60, 70K a year, but you got $200,000 in loan. I don't care if you make it 60, 70. That job is not an asset, bro.
Yeah.
You have a negative $200,000 net worth, bro. You ain't worth shit. You broke it in when you started, bro. You gotta think about it like that, bro.
Don't
That
take out
school
that
shit's
loan.
bullshit.
Like I said, it's part of the system. I'm not trying to it's like sound stupid, but that is part of the fucking system.
That's
It
like
is.
the military.
Yep.
You gotta do your homework on what degrees you gotta get, bro. They're all good degrees, bro, but do your homework, bro. These guys, counselors and shit, they're not gonna put game on you on that. Don't go to school to be a business. I hate when people say, I'm gonna go to school to learn business. That shit makes no sense,
Yeah,
bro.
yo, I hate that.
Bro,
the
I hate
most.
it, bro. I
hate-
don't get it, bro. It doesn't make sense, bro. It's like
Yo.
if you tell yourself I need to go to school to do
Yo,
business,
you know,
can't
hold
do
on.
business, bro.
We're gonna keep that conversation for next live.
Yeah. Yo, matter of fact, leave. If you watch this live up to here, leave a comment below under this video. What if you guys want a topic on that? We will do it. This is not a this channel is not related to that, but we would do it.
Yeah,
we would do it, man.
that business, bro. I know where
Listen.
you're going with it.
Well, I mean, I don't want to go too deep. This is a
Yeah.
fitness channel, man.
It's a fitness
Let's
channel.
talk about doing push-ups and eating grass.
Leave a comment below this video and we will do it. But guys, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully this was helpful to some of y'all, man. You look like Meek Mills. Oh shit. But yo, you guys are funny, man.
You guys school to
Yo.
be perfect future robots.
Make a live about it. All right, we'll see, man. We'll
Oh,
see.
you want to hear that shit?
They want to hear that shit. So matter of fact, if we see 10 comments under this stuff to make a live about that topic, we will do that. We will do that just for you. Like I said, I'm trying to help as much people as I can with this.
You want to learn how to make money?
Yep. But if you really want to learn how to make money, I
Alright.
gotta hit this guy up on Instagram, man.
That's him.
Yo, what's your Instagram, bro?
That's
It's blank 001.
so. Before we leave, right? They want to see your abs. So we
Where?
you're gonna show them your abs, and then we off this.
All right, bro.
So they just want to see the abs. They said, you know. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, why they want to see the abs? Don't they look at us every fucking day,
I'm out
bro?
of shape right now, but fuck it.
Oh, you think you big, right? They think you big, right? Let me show them since they think I'm just skinny, you know. You know, just gotta make sure they know. My waist is fucking small, bro. Big ass chest, you know. Stop touching me.
I'm trying to make it flex more.
Stop touching me.
But guys, thanks for tuning in. Like I always say, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, smash that share button. Leave a comment below. What you guys think about this topic, man? Leave a comment below. And yo, Tech, thank you so much. You donated twice. I respect that. Thank you so much, man. Thanks for supporting a brother. Let's support each other, guys. Let's support.
Have a good one, guys. Enjoy. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in.
Stay safe out there, guys.
And please stay safe.
Please. We out. Love you guys.
Wear your mask.
Wear your max and all that.